Antiques and Collectibles, and we buy and sell stuff for the 2 antique booths that we're in and the 2 antique malls that we're in. Plaza Antiques in Lincoln Park, Michigan, and Maumee Antiques in Maumee, Ohio. And today we're heading to Maumee, Ohio, and we're going to make a change. So right now we have like a gold and silver kind of theme going on that I've had since around New Year's time, and we're going to start putting some spring items in. So come along with us and see what we got to do. So we're here at the Maumee Antique Mall and ready to go in and redo this space. Let me tell you, we got the stuff today, and it's a mighty cold day. I think it's about 9 degrees out, so we're going to try to move here quick and get this cart loaded. So I'm finally inside the building, and I'll tell you what, it's so cold out there. My hands are still numb, and my ears too. So we're warming up here in the mall before we get to our booth. And we have a pretty large cart there going on, and we're down in row 7, and we're I think about 4 from the end on the left-hand side to find us if you're ever in that mall. So we're going to head on down, and right now I have a gold and silver type of theme. I've had this since New Year's, and it's pretty basic, so it could last a little while, but we're really close to Valentine's Day within a couple days here, and I wanted to put some more spring stuff in, and I'm not sure if it's going to be totally St. Patrick's Day or maybe a little mix mash of St. Patrick's Day and some Easter items, but we're going to have to go with it and see what we have, see how it turns out. So that's what we're going to do. So I think what we're going to start with is these 2 shelves here, this one in particular and the one next to it, and we'll pull out the metallic items and start integrating the green. Now there is some real basic colors I can put in there, like some clears and whites, and I can kind of leave those in there. And here's the green shelf we're going to be pulling from, and then I also brought quite a bit of new things to integrate into the booth. So that's what we're going to do. So I got it started. I got a couple shelves started here. There's some green items. And what I'm finding is I'm having to pull these big items out of the back first because they're so big. I got to find a spot on the shelf for them before I can pull out some more green. So you kind of have to do all this simultaneously. You have to pull from the green and try to find space on the shelf for all the things that were here. So it's a little bit tough, but it can be done. So here's our shelf. Pretty much all done here. I have some items I have to integrate on the floor there into the next shelf. So that's what we're going to work on next. One thing I did find is I had a lot of items that had black on it, and I was thinking I'd just switch it out for the green stuff, but it ends up I have the black and the purple together, so that kind of complicated matters. So I was really pulling from all shelves to try to get this theme to happen here and trying to integrate stuff in, so it all stays in the booth. I don't really like to take a lot of stuff home if I don't have to. So here's this shelf, and here's this shelf going on. I have some extra items here that I'm not sure if I'm going to take those home or try to put them in another spot, but it's starting to look good. That jewelry in the front, I don't know, it's kind of high. I'm not sure what I'm going to do there. I have to change the dress forms, and I still have to do the stuff on the table behind that jewelry there. So we're going to have to see how this goes. So we got more items put in here. The purses are a disaster, like always. But you know what? That means people are shopping, so that's a wonderful thing too. So I'm starting to put items on that back table, but that jewelry just is so tall, it's kind of covering everything up. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to integrate it into another shelf, I think, and see how that works. So we took that jewelry and we did move it, and we put some handkerchiefs here, some green ones, and also the bags had green trim on them, so that worked out kind of good. And we put some smaller items there so they could see some of those back items. And some of these bags of handkerchiefs had some red trim on it. There's one right there. I did pull those out, and I just put the green ones in there. I'm kind of matchy-matchy, so I kind of want it to be all integrated. And I'll save those red ones for later. There's plenty of handkerchiefs there from people to choose from. Nice green plate there. And then I took that tall jewelry and I put it over here. I found a spot to put the necklaces and the bracelets. So we'll see how that goes. So here we are. We're getting it better here. We got the shamrocks in the front. I guess it's going to be more of a St. Patrick's Day theme. And I have to change those bracelets still. They're purple and I need to change them to green. The purses got cleaned up, so that looks a lot better. We still got to do the dress forms. But I have a lot of green items in the back there, which looks nice. So here's our bracelets. I put all green colored bracelets there. I got to get rid of that snow baby. It didn't belong there. And I put some leprechauns in the front there. So that's looking very festive. And here's a tour of the booth. We got the dress forms done. So let's take a look. So we had to pick up all our jewelry, which is always a disaster, but that's okay. That means people are looking. No, I never mind that when it's not a disaster. I get a little worried. So we had to do the rings there and all the pins on the trays there and lots of green items. I had these wonderful shamrocks that are really quite nice. They're vintage. They're plastic things you can hang on the wall or on your door. I got the dress forms done, all in a green theme. And the purses are looking a lot better. They really look at the purses. I'm telling you, they are always a disaster. Now here's the rest of the booth. I put some things on the front of the booth there on the end caps with some green clothing and St. Patrick's Day themed clothing. Here's our showcase. And we redid this about a month or so back. And then we have the browns, yellows, oranges, and greens over here. I did pull quite a bit of green out. So we have more oranges and browns because I used it for the display. And here's our showcase with some of our fancier glass items and some Victorian brush sets and lots of goodies there. And our toys. And toys are selling really good in the winter. So people are really buying those, which is great. Great for sales. Got some Barbies on the top there, some brand new dolls. And I put a new toy sign up so they can maybe see it from the front so they know all the toys are kind of in the back. Because a lot of times people just walk by and they don't really go into the booth. So I wanted to make sure that people knew there was toys back here. And here we have lots of different baskets of toys. I have those 2 Harley Davidson helmets that I brought from Plaza. And here's our blue section. And we redid our dress form there. I put that Valentine's shirt there because there's a couple more days till Valentine's and hopefully it sells. We have lots of new clothing in the back there. And these shelves here are pink and red and they're purple in the front. So I kind of got them color coordinated, as you can see. There's the red and it goes into the purple and the black. So we got the rest of the booth kind of picked up, and we have the end caps. Those things on the end caps there, those Easter type of decorations, they actually sold immediately. So this is Lou from Lou's Antiques saying goodbye, and we'll see you again. Bye.